Feedback for your own voice comes from your hearing, and especially if you are a very high level voice user like a singer, make sure you're taking good care of your hearing. Don't expose yourself to noise. I have seen very, very young kids these days who continuously listen to music on headphones come with sensory neural hearing losses, which means your nerve of hearing is damaged. Nothing can be done for it. So please make sure that you take good care of your hearing. Now this is very important. Don't wait till your voice problem is so bad that it takes a long time to get it back. Okay? Voice problems and any vocal injuries have to be recognized and treated early. So don't ignore voice problems. And how will you know that this could be a voice problem? If there is any change in the quality of your voice, which you yourself are noticing or which your friends are telling you that you're sounding a little different, your family is telling you, that means it's time to look at your voice. Now, if you have a hoarse voice which is not associated with a cold or a flu, so if you got a pharyngitis, you got a flu, you got a cold, your voice, you can get a laryngitis and your voice will be, say, hoarse for 15 days. Okay? But if that continues beyond 15 days or for no reason at all, you have a hoarse voice, and particularly if you are a smoker, please don't ignore it. If there is a sudden change in pitch, your pitch has suddenly dropped for no reason, okay? Or you're speaking at a higher pitch, or singers are the best patients and clients because they come to us very fast, okay? Moment their range is reduced a little bit, they hit the panic button and they come. If you have trouble speaking or singing loudly or softly, if you have throat pain, irritation when you're speaking or after you finish speaking, if your voice gets tired very fast, if you have repeated sore throats, if you have the need to clear your throat frequently, if your voice breaks or cracks, the most dangerous signal is if you have a feeling of lump in the throat. So if you feel as if there is a lump in the throat, you can't swallow, there is difficulty in swallowing, if there is a lump in the neck associated with it, a visible lump which you can either see or which you can feel, then it's time that you immediately went for professional intervention. If you have a persistent cough which is not responding to treatment, then get yourself checked. Now the good thing is that technology has advanced so much today that it is very easy to diagnose voice problems very early. When I was doing my residency at KEM Hospital, just to diagnose a voice problem, we had to take a patient to the theatre and under general anesthesia put in a scope and see the vocal cords, even for diagnosis. But now we have a lot of specialized instruments. There's a flexible laryngoscopy. There's something called a laryngeal telescope with which you can see the vocal cords very clearly under magnification. It is also possible to analyze the acoustic aspects of your voice. So pre-treatment, post-treatment, you can compare, or even pre-training and post-training, you can compare it. And there are a lot of services available for the voice today. Now my focus is, I believe that most voices, almost 95 to 96% of voices in professional voice users can be revived with voice therapy. You don't need surgery for these people. Okay, so remember that surgery, and even if you need surgery, suppose you do have an organic problem which is not responding to voice therapy, even after surgery or before surgery, you should take voice therapy, very important part of treatment of voice problems. For performers and voice professionals, the level of training and the level of therapy is very different because their requirements are at a much, much higher level. So the treatment varies. Preventive voice checkups. If you're a professional voice user, preventive voice checkups, and if you're a smoker particularly, preventive voice checkups are important. Okay, at a voice clinic and a center, these are all the services that you can avail of. All kinds of training for the voice, speech, accent, specialized training for performers, voice image building. I also do performance enhancement training through hypnosis, visualization, guided imagery and other techniques because it helps to take your performance to a different level. vocal fitness and endurance training, particularly if you're a teacher. Now, teachers are the ones who get affected the most, and they are the least aware of all these issues, you know. They need to speak for really long hours. So you can train yourself so that your endurance, vocal endurance is much, much better. And voice counseling for aspiring performers. They are the ones who are the most likely to get voice problems. Particularly nowadays with these reality shows, you find that very young singers are suddenly in the limelight. And they are the ones, and they become famous all of a sudden, it goes to their head very fast. And they are the ones who are the most likely to get voice problems. We realize the value of all things in life, including our voice, only after we lose it. So please don't wait till you lose your voice. Take good care of it. Okay.